What is up, Wizards? Mooner's back, and today I'm bringing you another gameplay vid. We have Riptide. Quick note about Riptide. He's a ranger. He can be annoying. He's not like this, like buy auto win that everybody keeps thinking he is. This is one of those Riptide builds that I think is the stronger of the Riptide builds. It's kind of just like Lexi with, or it's kind of just like Azalea or this fuseless Lexi with some nasty on hits and a lot of arrows that have go again. And Riptide has a really strong hero ability, even though we're not presenting him with any physical damage, that he can, get that second line of text of being able to trigger these traps on us. He can still do some nasty ranger things. So I wanted to give you guys a quick video on Riptide and how this matchup looks. All right, let's get into it. I think I elect to go first in this matchup, and I'm presented with a red Ice Vein and some Fuse. I get some damage in. He only has AB1, so that's perfect. He's going to take 5 damage from this. He gets rid of a Codex, which I really like to see. So I front pump Moon and then give him, get rid of his whole hand, and I get rid of a lot of good stuff. So I like to see that. And then I put this Polar Blast in the arsenal. I'm going to pause real quick. I really prioritize Polar Blast in arsenal over like Aether Ice Veins. I'm sorry. And not Ice Veins. Over the blue 1 cost that deals 2. I don't want to pay for that, and Polar Blast at least replaces itself, so that's why Polar Blast goes in the arsenal. Otherwise, I'm just I'm losing a card, losing my arsenal, and only dealing him 5 damage with Moon and the Aether Hails, the blue Aether Hails. Sorry, so I really prioritize things like that over Aether Hail. I don't like to put Aether Hail in the arsenal. Repeat, do not like to put Aether Hail in the arsenal. So next, we go into his turn, and he's going to activate Death Dealer, obviously, and this is where I'm going to tax him. I'm going to pitch away the blue Weather Vein. I'm going to front pump some Waning Moon damage, so before he draws his card, that's really important. Before you give him a chance to draw that card, you want to, tax him and deal him arcane damage. So that he doesn't know what you're more likely to get damage through there because he doesn't know what he's going to draw. And I draw into an energy potion, which can be bad if I need to block, but I am not going to block here. I am going to take this damage because it's just 5 with the on hit of Blood Rot, so we're looking at a 7 damage arrow, which is fine, but I can turn around and get him. I can play this yellow Weather Vein. I can pump 2 into it and get an Insidious Chill in the arsenal, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to give him 4 Frostbites, deal him 4 arcane damage. If he was smart, he would activate his Trench to get rid of those Frostbites, but he doesn't. Obviously, he wants to keep his arsenal. So I'm going to take some extra damage from the Blood Rot, but I am going to get an Insidious Chill in arsenal, which is really great. And then I draw into a Frost Hex. So my play here is going to be take more damage. So I'm going to take a lot of damage here, depending on how he can play through these Frostbites. But I'm going to put this Insidious Chill on him, pitching the energy potion, and then I have an Insidious Chill out. I can play this this Polar Blast, pitching the yellow Weather Vein, and getting this Frost Hex in the arsenal. Strip a card from his hand with the Insidious Chill, and get a Frost Hex in the arsenal. Give him an extra Frostbite. So it's looking pretty good, although I am going to take some damage here. That's fine. He still was able to present me with a Falcon Wing for 6 with Go Again off of 5 Frostbites, which is pretty good. He did have a nice hand of resources. And then he Codexes here. I don't care about the Frailty token, but I do care about this Falcon Wing that's going to come back in. So 9 damage through 5 Frostbites. It's pretty efficient. I choose elect not to Waning Moon here. And here's where I start to try to command a little bit of tempo back. I am all the way down to 20 life. I took 9 damage that last turn, which really hurt. And I'm going to take 2 more from this Blood Rot, which is also going to hurt. So 11 damage he was able to push through 5 Frostbites. That's pretty efficient. So people saying that, Riptide isn't a deck, I beg to differ. He's a pretty good deck. So let's see what he chooses to do. He's probably going to take all of this and get that Frostbite, go down to 24. And I'm able to put this Hex in the arsenal. I'm going to take 2 more, go down to 18. So far, this is a pretty close game. It's pretty tight. But I draw into... he's going to Trench, get rid of that Frostbite. This is where I'm going to go ahead and hit him with that. And I want to see what he does if he presents me with any kind of inertia or anything like that. So I'm not going to Waning Moon him just yet. He also has 2 resources floating. So Death Dealer. Death Dealer is such a ridiculously good card. Another Lace with Blood Rot. This is the second one we've seen. So he is just really prioritizing this Blood Rot. And I'm going to take 9 more damage total. So I'm going to block with my Peak here, save a little bit of life. And I'm still going to take 7 damage. I should Waning Moon him here, which, yeah, I do. Let's go ahead and... this is kind of an awkward hand. I really don't know what to do with it. I should have blocked a little bit more and put this Red Weather Vane in the arsenal, which is what I should have done. But I'm going to pay this Blood Rot Pox token this with my Read the Ripples here. So I'm going to put Red Weather Vane into arsenal. I'm going to pay the Blood Rot Pox tax with Blue Read the Ripples. I messed up there. I have to rewind this turn because I clicked too fast. I did an arsenal. There we go. And I draw into a really nice hand. I have an Encase. I have a Red Weather Vane. I can block a little bit of damage, and I can get a Channel Lake Frigid in the arsenal. So I do need to block some of this damage. I'm not sure what he's going to throw at me next, so I choose not to block the just vanilla 5 damage from that. I'm going to go down to 7. But he's going to hit me with a Searing Shot, and here's where I'm going to block a little bit of it. And I choose to overblock. The reason I did that, I'm going to pause. I lose some value by not blocking the Enlightened Strike, but I wasn't sure what he was going to hit me with, and I wanted to make sure that I saved those 2-3 blocks for that, because if he's going to hit me with some kind of inertia token, or Lace with Inertia, or anything like that, I want to make sure that I can block that fully out. So I do lose a bit of value, but that was me just kind of projecting that I didn't know what his next attack was going to be, and 5 vanilla damage is just 5 vanilla damage, where I could be really punished by a Blood Rot or Inertia, so that's why I choose to block like that. But now I have Tunic up. He's going to Snaps, which is pretty bad. Activate Death Dealer and put in a Falcon Wing. So I'm taking 3 more damage here, and a Seek and Destroy. So I'm going to go all the way down to 1, and this is bad. And there's a Seek and Destroy trigger on. So I don't really have much of an option here except to go down to 1 and try to claw my way back into this matchup. So I'm going to play the Red Weather Vane. I'm going to fuse the Encase with the Channel Lake Frigid. I'm just going to go ahead and front pump the Moon right on top of that because I know I'm getting rid of that Channel Lake Frigid anyways, which I'm sure he's really happy to see. But I'm still going to give him 4 Frostbites, dealing 5 damage over 2 sources, and strip a card from his hand. So if by some miracle I can draw a Freezing Point, I can actually win this game. But I do need to shut his turn down completely, which I'm going to do. So hopefully he takes this 5 damage and goes to 14. He's probably doing some math in his head right now, like he's got a whole lot of shit coming at him. So he does choose to AB some of that. And then, yep, we take him down to 16. And I don't draw into anything good. But he's going to hit me with a rabble, and that's it. That's all we got coming in is a rabble for 3. So I'm going to block here with the brain freeze. That's what I have to do. I have to block this 3. Oh, no, I choose to block with a Weather Vane and Tunic. And I'm left with a brain freeze and I get to put a cold snap in the arsenal. I get to deal him 3 arcane damage depending on how much he wants to AB here. But I am going to strip 2 cards from his hand. So he chooses not to AB any of it. It goes down to 11, which is not where he wants to be. And let's see what I can get away with here. Take him down to 8. And I don't really see any way to win at this point, which is what I'm thinking. I have him at 8. I can deal him 7, but I have to block this 4. He can't do anything else, and I am forced to block 4 here. So the smart thing to do would be to block with both of my Weather Vanes and just throw a naked 5 back at him. Hopefully get him down to 5 life himself. He's going to have to take 5 arcane damage. I'm not going to have an arsenal. But, yep, throw a naked 5 at him. Oh, get him down to 4. He took 1 damage from that frostbite. He elected to keep his arsenal and take a damage from the frostbite, which is really good for us. That's what we like to see. Every point of life in these end states really matters. So I've been at 1 life, and he was up at 22 or 23 for a couple turns now. I've been able to stave off death. We'll see what he does, how much of this he chooses to AB. He has to AB some of it. He has to know this. Even though I don't have an arsenal, I can still 100% kill from 5 damage or 7. If he chooses to take all 5 of this and go to 2, no, he goes to 3, which is even better. And I draw into a red Ice Vein, which is perfect. He only has AB2, and the game is over. And that is GG. And I front pump Moon just in case he has any shenanigans, which he doesn't. And that's GG. And yeah, that was the Riptide match. As you can see, it was a lot closer than I would have liked it to be. But he's a pretty good deck, and if you give him any leeway, he's going to just do Ranger things. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.